Welcome to London Located at Large. I'm
That was some great introductory music, wasn't it? I
Mhm.
just love that twangy. Must be is that a bass guitar
You got
or
me.
something like that? Anyway, so it is WRWK, Midlothian, Virginia. This is Ron on the Work FM, and it is time for Richmond Business Babes. So let me cut away to the business babe herself. Take it away, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you, the remarkable Ron, my producer, and welcome to Richmond Business Babes here on WRWK 93.9 FM, The Work, where you will get your weekly dose of celebrating successful women all over the RVA, women who are making money doing what they love and loving what they do. I'm your host, Lisa Linnell, and we've got a great lineup today, as usual. And we are going to be talking about spring cleaning because it's spring now and everybody wants to get spruced up and cleaned up and straightened up. And so our show is starting a cleaning business. Two owners tell us how they did it. So first up, we will be talking to Maria Garcia. She is the owner of MD Cleaning. And then at the bottom of the hour, sometime after 3:30, right around 3:35 or so, we will talk to Kathleen Fell, owner of Kathleen's Cleaning Service, along with her daughter, Rachel Fell, who is her general manager. So it's going to be a really fun show. I did a little research on starting a cleaning business. And what's nice about it, and I'm going to put the remarkable Ron on the spot here in a minute because I like
Uh-oh.
to do that. I
Uh-oh.
can be kind of mean sometimes. I'm sorry, Ron, but you always pull through. So, starting a cleaning business is relatively easy. You don't need a lot of resources. You don't need a lot of cash. You can get it up and running shortly. All you really need is customers and, to be a good cleaner, obviously. It's house cleaner. So we're talking about house cleaning. So Ron, what do you think? Name me 3 supplies you would need to start, basic supplies to start a house cleaning business.
Well, if it was up to me, I would get 3 women and a mop bucket and rags. That would be my 3 components.
Rags. Okay,
3
so
women and
wait a minute. What was the first one?
3 women.
Ron.
Well, I have a dirty house. That's what I would need.
Oh, okay. All right. I
Okay,
misunderstood.
I'll get 3 buckets. I'll get 3 buckets.
Okay. So dust rags is important, right?
Mhm.
Buckets are important. That's on the list. Trash bags, garbage can liners,
Yep.
spray bottles, mops, toilet brushes, paper towels, squeegees, all-purpose general cleaner, floor cleaners, especially for wood flooring, and liability insurance. That's an important one.
Wow.
And go into some nice houses where there might be antiques or, just beautiful household items that are precious or expensive. And boy, if you break one of those, you're in big trouble if you don't have liability insurance. So that's
Really?
very important. So, how much liability insurance do you think you would need in the thousands?
Gosh, I don't know. I would think you get an umbrella policy or something because you never know.
Good point. Well, this article, there were actually a couple of different articles I researched on the internet, but the one said up to $1 million in liability insurance. So
Expensive Oz.
yeah, but altogether, your total startup cost should not exceed $1,000 for a basic house cleaning business. Okay. So it is easy to do. This looks like our first.
Wow, here it goes. Let me check it out.
Our first guest calling in here on Richmond Business Babes, WRWK 93.9 FM. And coming up is Maria Garcia. She is the owner of MD Cleaning Services. And I found her, actually, she had a very big advertisement in North of the James magazine last year. And she may still be advertising there, but I like what she said in her ad: committed to creating healthier and happier homes across Richmond by using non-toxic and environmentally friendly products. She cleans houses, she cleans apartments, and she cleans offices. So that's how she describes her business. So welcome, Maria Garcia of MD Cleaning Services.
Yes, thank you so much for the invitation, Lisa.
Oh, I am so happy to extend the invitation to you. Now, you are the owner, and how long have you been in business with your cleaning business?
I have almost 2 years with
Oh.
the cleaning business.
Okay, so you started right around COVID then.
Yeah, around almost the COVID.
Okay,
Yeah,
so like right before it or right after it started?
before.
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 So
hmm
when COVID happened, now in your ad, it says you clean houses and apartments and offices. What percentage of your business was offices? Because so many offices shut down when COVID happened, as you know. Was it a large amount of your customers were companies and offices, or a very small amount?
So basically, I'm a star like clean residential houses.
Hmm.
So some customers have offices. So I have a like few offices right now, like 8 offices, but
Okay.
it's the same customer when I clean.
Oh,
Then start clean offices like 5 months ago.
oh, okay.
So
So you added
just
that to your list of things,
yeah,
your list
but
of
I'm
services.
focused on the residential customer. Yeah.
Residential. Great. Well, tell
hmm
us, Maria, what does the MD cleaning, what does the MD stand for?
What does that mean to say? I'm sorry.
Your business is MD Cleaning, right? That's the name
Yes,
of your company.
yes,
So what does M stand for, Maria?
yes. It's M is for Maria and D is for Denison, for my son.
Ah, that's nice. Okay.
Yes,
And is he your
yeah.
employee? Does he work with you?
No, he is 4 years.
Oh,
4 years old.
okay.
Yeah,
He
so
makes work
I'm
for you. He doesn't work with you.
yeah.
He makes work for you, right?
Inspiration.
He has spent my money. He has spent my money.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, that's easy to do for sure. Well, that's nice. So,
Yeah,
so you started, it sounds like in early 2020 or in late 2019. When did you start?
on June 2020.
June 2020. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
like that.
how did you get your first couple of customers? What was it like in the very beginning to actually get some customers? Because I would imagine that once you have, 5 or 6 happy customers, then they refer you to other people who are looking for cleaning services. Is that the way it works usually?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm start before, like years. I'm trying this business before, years before, but
Mhm.
was not good.
Mhm.
So I'm continue working my regular job. I have my baby, and he was so little. And when I come back to my regular job, they say you have to work a night shift, and say,
Uh,
no, because he has 6 months, so you can't come back to that. I said, I'm sorry, but any job is not too much for my little baby in this
yeah.
month. That's why I'm decide to try again the business,
Uh-huh.
and I start with one customer a month.
Uh-huh.
One customer a month. After that, some people see my app in the back of my house, my car. I'm sorry. I
Uh-huh.
put little sign there, and people take a picture in the car in the street. Oh, they some reference, so I'm start for 2, 3 more, 5 more. And I take one person in one neighborhood of Midlothian,
Uh-huh.
and they have a Facebook page in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
And she post something, and they, I see like 10 people call me at the same time.
Well,
When when
you're in the wrong business, Maria. You know why? You're a natural marketer. You're good at marketing. You're in the I mean, I'm sure you're great at cleaning, but you're really good at marketing. So you're a natural
oh
for
my God.
that. But that's wonderful. How many clients do you have at this point, Maria Garcia of MD Cleaning Services? How many clients?
Right now, I have 50 houses
Five
around the street.
50?
50. Yes, yes,
Wow.
50.
And how often do you see them? Once a week, once every other week,
The most client I have is every 2 weeks,
every 2 weeks?
every month, and I have one every week.
Oh,
Every week.
okay. So only one
hmm
is every week. Most people are every
Yes,
other week.
Every 2 weeks, yes,
Mhm.
and every other week. And some people a month. And I had 2 houses on Charlottesville, so every 3 months I go
Oh,
there.
wow.
Hmm.
That's a haul. Do you live in Midlothian?
Yeah. Yeah. I live at Iron Ridge,
Mhm.
Chesterfield. I'm
Okay,
living in
very
here.
good. Well,
Hmm.
our radio station, WRWK 93.9 FM, this station is actually headquartered in Midlothian, very close to Chesterfield Town Center on Midlothian Turnpike. That's where we are. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, do we have a professional cleaner, Ron?
Uh,
Uh, like
no,
people working with me.
No,
I think
no.
she
I'm
means here,
asking my
Maria.
my producer
I think she
Ron
means.
if we have a
Oh, okay, okay.
professional
Es la
cleaner
estación.
coming into the office. You'd probably lose your mind if you came in here. You'd say, "No, I don't want this job. We're a big mess over here." But
Some people talking with me about, I don't know how you do this work, this job, because it's like bad work, but it's nasty. And say, I don't think so. I love what I do
that's
because I know
wonderful.
people. I see the people face when they go to the house and clean, and smell fresh. See your bed organized. See all your toys picked up for the kids' room. So that's me be happy. So I love my job. That's
That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. I actually wouldn't want a house cleaner who wasn't, loving what she did or what he did.
it.
So do you ever get a potential client who you walk in their house and say, "No way, this is too much"?
um, Sometimes, but I
Mhm.
can do it. Yes, I prepare my mind to I need go to this
That's
house
good.
and I'm not stressful. I happy and I do it. The people like yeah,
Good. That's
but I
good.
had some more people clean and some people not clean. So,
Yeah.
but I think all the jobs are hard and any day is different. Every day is different. Just only wake up in the morning, smile, and be grateful when you have job because some people don't have a job and do it. That's it.
Right. That's wonderful. So let's
Hmm.
talk about financials and money, if you're okay talking about that, Maria Garcia of
Yes,
MD Cleaning.
that's fine.
So when you started in June of 2020, uh, what was your startup cost? I have an article here in front of me that says that to start a house cleaning business, it can cost you a little bit under $1,000 for all your supplies, your insurance, everything you need. Was that around what the price point was for your starting costs?
Yeah. When I'm start, I don't have insurance. I don't have not too much because I'm start, so it's a little more cost.
Hmm.
So when I start take more customers, I get my license, get my insurance, get
Hmm.
my advertisement.
Hmm.
So I spend right now a little more money when I
Yes.
get, but for the COVID, when COVID started, a lot of people don't want to like go in the house and clean. So I'm not work for a month, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, but right now, it's a lot of people looking for cleaning houses now, and
Hmm.
I have more control to financially right now.
Hmm.
So I'm not single mother right now. So, but I can pay my bills. I can pay my house, my food, and everything with this business. This business bring me freedom. Freedom, like no, not scheduled for a regular job, 8 hours or 10 hours a year.
Right.
Freedom for buy whatever I want, for any vacation when I want, everything like that.
Right, you
That's my
control
point when
your
you say
schedule. Wonderful. I
yes,
love that.
yes.
You're in control.
Hmm.
In control
Yeah,
to
and I
take
have
more
spent.
clients or not take clients,
Yeah, so I'm spend the my more my I that's why I'm start this business because I want time with my son
Yeah.
because I can take like start 12 hours in one restaurant, for example, and he in school go to the babysitter and come in here and sleep and that's it. No,
Mhm.
I don't know. This is not for me. I
Right.
think.
Oh, that's wonderful. So let's talk about what it costs to hire someone such as yourself. So when you walk into a house, and you're mostly houses, just a few offices, right? Just mostly residential. Okay.
Yes,
So
houses.
when you walk into a house or an apartment, do you base your cost on the number of bathrooms, on the number of the square footage and size of the house? Um, how do you assess what you're going to charge?
Um, and when I started, was a little difficult
Mm-hmm.
for know the prices and everything, but I'm reading and see the videos on YouTube. I I had some friends cleaning also for more years, and I asked. So when the people call me or text me, I would like to go to the house and see first.
Mm-hmm.
I go and meet the people, and they walking me around the house, show
Mm-hmm.
me what do you need, show me what you need, and know the people, more connect with the people.
Yes.
So it depends how many house, how many bathrooms, how many bedrooms. It
Mhm.
depends you have a pet, if
Oh.
really dirty or if you have a kid. It
Yeah.
depends. So
Right.
I have some standards, some similar prices for some houses, like little more different details.
Mm-hmm.
But all the most, I like to go and see the house first because I don't want to pay a wrong price or high price. It's because I don't see the house.
Right. Right. You don't want to lowball it and then go there and say, "Oh, why did I say that much? I'm losing money on this job." Right? So you don't want to be in
Yeah.
that situation. So just sort of your average messy customer, not super duper dirty, not super duper clean to begin with, just sort of your average, say, messy customer with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a kitchen, a dog, just your average house in Midlothian, let's say in Salisbury. Do you have any houses in Salisbury?
I think I have two. I
Okay.
have two
So just
houses
sort
there.
of a,
So
4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage, kitchen, dog, 1 kid. Not too messy, not too
two
clean.
kids.
2 kids. Okay, 2 kids.
2 kids and
So,
2 dogs and
and
the
if,
regular.
right. So just sort of an average family, so to speak.
Is the first okay for something like that. And the first time is a little bit more because it's like deep cleaning. I move everything, cleaning and everything, so I can do it for 240 just the first time.
Mhm.
Every 2 weeks, 140, and every month 165, like that.
Okay. So
Mhm.
240 to really move the furniture, get to the woodwork and the baseboard and
Yeah,
all the stuff
baseboard,
that you kind of
fence.
ignore. Usually I ignore when I'm vacuuming.
Yes,
Right.
because some people say, I never thinking you cleaning here because I never clean here.
Right.
I was like, yes, I clean.
Right. Do you ever find like
Yeah.
coins in the couch, in the sofa? I love doing that.
Yeah,
When you vacuum your
popcorn,
sofa and
Finders
you,
keepers.
finders keepers.
I coins, popcorn, toys, everything.
That's
One
nice.
crack under the furniture one time. One living crack. Yeah. I mean, yes, funny.
That's nice. So 240, and how long does it take you for that initial deep cleaning that you would charge 240 for?
Around 4 hours or 5 hours.
Okay,
Depends.
so you're averaging $50 to $60 an hour.
Yes.
$60 an hour.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's nice. Some people say, why you charge that for hour? I'm not charged for hour. It's for the job what I do.
Right.
It's because you can do that, so I do it. It's a hard job.
Yes,
So
it
it's
is a hard
not
job,
for
especially
hour.
if you're moving
Yeah.
furniture and things. Do you ever ask
Yeah.
the owner to help you if you can't move something, or if you can't move
I
it,
have
you just
somebody
leave it
else.
there?
I have somebody else, but if I can't move it because it's really heavy, I'm not moving. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. So you
Mhm.
have an assistant. So you go on a job like that we just described with the second person.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Second person is she's my employee,
Mhm.
and sometimes another one, but regular one more.
Okay.
So it's two.
So really, you're
Mhm.
not earning $60 an hour because you have to obviously pay your employee.
Yes, I pay employee gas, especially now.
Oh, that's right.
So,
That's right.
so all the money is not only free for me. I have to buy products, gas, employee, babysitting because my son is not going to school now. So I have to pay babysitting, uniforms, so everything what I need. So,
So are you, what plans do you have for increasing your clientele? Do you want to expand, or do you want to just leave it as is for right now?
no, my plan is spend more clients, get more employees, and maybe like two groups, like three girls each group, and just go with them and this check what I do, have a little bit. This is my point. Get
Okay.
more stay all the time in the business,
Yes.
but get people work more for me.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
So you're obviously expanding to north of the James because you were in the magazine or the newspaper north of the James. So you're
Yeah.
seeking to expand in, I guess, the west end of Henrico. Is that where, Short Pump area, or where?
No, I don't have any customers on SharePoint. I have only Richmond, Chesterfield, Midlothian, but I don't have anyone. But I would like to go there. It's like big houses. It's more good city there. Yeah.
Right. So with your expansion plans, and by the way, if you've just tuned in, you're listening to WRWK 93.9 FM, The Work. And I am Lisa Linnell, your host for Richmond Business Babes. And we are talking to Maria Garcia of MD Cleaning. And Maria was just telling me about how she's planning to expand. So once you hire additional people and you do expand, Maria, will the strategy be that you're going to go into a house and do the deep cleaning the first time just to get a sort of a baseline, know it's done correctly, you and your assistant, and then for the future, you'll just dispatch your other employees to keep it up with the general maintenance and general cleaning every couple of weeks. Is that your plan?
Yes, that's my plan. And I wanna be confident with the people I have, and I say, hey, I can go this day, but I trust them.
Yes.
They do a really good job. That's why I'm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's important because I mean, a bad employee can ruin you, you know?
Yes.
So
yes.
you never want to hire anybody that you're not confident and trusting. So that makes sense. Now, do you have, you said you have insurance now. You didn't start with insurance and the licenses and all of that. So are your employees part-time, or are they subcontractors? Are they actual employees, or are they subcontractors?
It's a part-time because my regular employee is only one. She's going like 3 or 4 days a week. So this is a part-time because she have a kid and she explained me the situation, the school, say I decide to say a part-time. That's fine. So the another one, she is going sometimes 2 days a week, and that's it. But the other one is like 4 days or 3 days. It's a part-time.
Good. So
and now full-time now.
Right. So when you look at your starting point, June of 2020, and where you are now with, you said how many clients? 50?
Yes,
50?
50
Okay.
now.
So that's really very good, I think. I don't know. What do you think, Ron? Do you think she grew very quickly? I would say so.
Yes, she has enough, just enough.
Ron says just enough. Don't listen to Ron. She wants to expand, Ron. Don't tell her she has just enough. Anyway, when you look back, what advice could you give to other business women who are listening to this show, Richmond Business Babes, on perhaps a mistake that you made or something that you would do differently when you look back on how you got started? Is there anything you do differently or wish you had done?
Yeah, I would like to change when tried this business first, like 6 years, I think 7 years ago,
Mhm.
and I quit. And I say, hey, I can speak English very good, and I'm quick, and then go to the regular job. This is when I change, because if I continue and that when I start like years ago, I have big company now in this time.
Oh,
So
so
that's
you're
only when
saying
I
you
quit.
wish you started sooner.
Yeah, yes, but
Okay. Well,
I'm
that's
here, so
well,
it's a take time. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you just weren't, for whatever reason, ready for it. But I have no doubt you're going to
yeah.
have a very big company very shortly. That's for sure. And what would you say is one of the things that you like the best about being a businesswoman, running your own business and working with people and cleaning their homes? What would you say is something that you find rewarding?
uh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Okay,
Sorry.
no problem. So I'm kind of rambling, so I'm sorry. Um, so what would you say you enjoy the most and you find most rewarding about, being a businesswoman, running your own business, cleaning people's
Hmm.
homes? What is it that, and I know you like the schedule. You told me you make your own hours, so that's obviously a factor. But what would you say is something that is really rewarding to you that you like a lot?
Um, I like because I am not from this country. I'm from El Salvador. When I came here, and I speak zero English, nothing. And I put my effort to learn because I don't. We have idea in our brain. You have to work for somebody else and work like that. And no, we can start our own business if you have the opportunity to do it.
Yes.
So, and I don't have like any like high school in here, nothing, because I can and say I don't want to like spend all my life on one restaurant for know a lot of people, Hispanic people here, because I'm Hispanic. So that's why I start a business, because and say this world is this country for the opportunity, so I can do it. If somebody else I do it, I can do it. So that's why I enjoy my job, because I know people. This advertisement do you see in the magazine
Yes.
is one client. She put this advertisement to me and this magazine, and not pay nothing. This client pay for me. So this is
Oh,
the
that was her
opportunity.
way of
Yeah.
thanking you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
So
wonderful.
she is so nice. She helped me too
Oh,
much, and I really appreciate it, because she said, "Hey, you have to stay you busy. I can help you. I work in this magazine. I put you advertisement." And she do
oh,
everything, and she put it, and I not pay nothing just on it. And I
that's
enjoy with
beautiful.
her and
Now,
clean her house. Yeah.
is she affiliated with the magazine? Is she an employee or the owner of the magazine?
I think she is employee,
Okay.
still employee.
Well, that was
Yeah,
very
yeah, in the
nice of
magazine.
her. And you know what? Because she did that, that's why you're on this show. So you can tell her that,
Yeah.
because that's where I saw
Yeah.
it. So it worked. So that
Oh,
was wonderful.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
just want to ask you one last question and then I'll let you go because I know you are a busy, busy, busy lady. So if you just tuned in, we're talking to Maria Garcia. She is the owner of MD Cleaning. And Maria, when you go clean your own house, what is it that gives you the greatest satisfaction? You're like, I've just got to do this or I've just got to do that, and I'll just be so happy in your own house. What do you do that you like your thing that you really like when you clean it?
Clean my bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Clean my bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Because answer one customer, because I clean my house on weekends,
Yes.
because I can do in the week.
Right.
So
You're cleaning others.
it's
Right.
hard. Yeah, I clean others, but I clean my house like for little by little. So first the living room, then another day the kitchen, and another day the bathroom, like that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to organize, because it's a little hard.
Yes.
Like get that houses business, clean houses business, and coming in my house and clean. So, but my more space. Like I enjoy cleaning the bathroom and my son's room.
Uh-huh.
This is my more space. Yeah. My
That's
son, he saw his room and said, "Ah, Mama, it's so cute. Thank you so much." And
Aw.
you like, yeah,
He sounds
like
darling.
that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a great job, Maria Garcia. Thank you so much for coming on Richmond Business Babes here on WRWK 93.9 FM. All the best to you in your business.
Thank you very much for your time and for invitation. And I'm happy. What was a new experience? I never do that in my life.
Oh, yes.
So,
We are, yeah, we're near Puritan Cleaner, near Chesterfield Town Center. That's where we're located. But
Okay.
once the podcast of this show is posted on our website, which is richmondbusinessbabes.com, that's the website, richmondbusinessbabes.com, we'll post the podcast, and then you can share it with all your clients, and they'll
Okay.
like listening.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Okay.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. So that was Maria Garcia, owner of MD Cleaning. And I have no doubt in my mind, Ron, the remarkable Ron, my producer, that
Indeed.
she will one day have a cleaning franchise because she is a go-getter.
She's a worker.
Yeah, yeah. And she loves what she does, and she's making money, and she's living the American dream. That's what she said pretty much. So good. So I am going to just say, if you just tuned in, you're listening to WRWK 93.9 FM, The Work. I am Lisa Linnell, host of Richmond Business Babes. And our next two guests are a mom and her daughter. And the mother is Kathleen Fell, and she owns Kathleen's Cleaning Service. So they'll be on in about 5 minutes. But before they come on, we're just going to talk a little bit about the cleaning industry because it is springtime, and it's just a great time to freshen up your house. If you have an office, do that deep cleaning for your office. So I'm going to put the remarkable Ron, my producer, on the spot and ask him what, and this is according to some of the research I've done online about house cleaning. What can a small cleaning operation expect to make annually, Ron? How many thousands?
Wow, that's out of the blue. I would hope you'd make over 100,000, so you'd have enough to bring home, maybe 50.
You said over 100?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's according to this article, and I can't remember where I found it, but it says between 50 and 100,000. And I guess it really is based on how many clients you have. You know,
Sure.
Maria Garcia, who was just on, she has 50 clients. I mean, obviously, the more you expand,
That's a lot of
you got to pay more employees, but then your revenue is increasing. And it says here that some companies charge between $25 and $35 an hour for cleaning. Now, the previous guest said she doesn't really charge by the hour. She just goes in and assesses the size of the house, I guess the level of messiness, to put it nicely,
Yeah.
and then takes it from there. So it says typical rates for by the square foot are $100 to $120 per 1,000 square feet. So if you say maybe the average house is 2,000 square feet, you're looking at right about what she said, which was $240 for the deep clean. So I think she's right on target.
That's just the first one, though.
Right, that's the first one. The future ones are a little bit less. You were paying attention. Very good, Ron. So, and then this article goes on to say that, of course, you need state and local business licensing requirements, liability insurance in case you break something
That vase.
or damage something. One of the things that it pointed out here is to have a website, and that's the standard of a true so-called legitimate business, not just a Facebook page, which I know a lot of businesses that we actually have on the show here on Richmond Business Babes don't have a website. They just have a Facebook page. But this particular article advises against that, and they said you should have a website. And then the other thing that they recommend that you put some of your resources in is a professional phone service. So, and you know what it reminded me of? Um, Last year, my sister was refinancing her house, and she was exploring different mortgage companies to do that. And one of them, which actually came highly recommended, I won't name who it is, but one of them for refinancing this mortgage company, it didn't even have like a basic answering machine for, or, it basically said, the Google, when you get that message, Ron, where it says like the Google customer you're reaching is going to be, we're contacted now or something, state your name. Do you know what message I'm talking about? And that, I don't like it either. And that really bothered her. And she didn't want to go with that company because she questioned the legitimacy of that company based on just that voicemail, like the Google customer. How does it go, Ron? Do you know how it goes? It's like
it's like an answering service without a person there.
Right. And it says state your name, and and then they reach out to the, I mean, I know I guess it's the new trend or whatever,
It's just
but
cheap. It's just cheap.
she really didn't like it. So she didn't use them just because of that. I mean, that was like not just because of that, but that started her questioning, the legitimacy of that particular business, which I mean, it was legitimate, but anyway, it turned her off basically. So our next guests are coming up, and they are Kathleen Fell of Kathleen's Cleaning Service. And with her is her daughter, Rachel Fell, who runs Kathleen's Florida operation. So those two ladies are about to come on, and I'm so happy to have them. So we are going to bring them on here in just a second, and wanted to talk a little bit about Kathleen's Cleaning Service.
They're here.
Oh, good. Very good. Well, welcome, ladies. We have Kathleen Fell and we have Rachel. Hello.
Kathleen on the phone and Rachel here.
Very good. Well, we're so happy to have you both on Richmond Business Babes. And what we typically do is kind of walk down the career path that led you to become a business owner. So it's Kathleen, you're the owner, and your daughter Rachel is the general manager, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. And your primary location, Kathleen, is the Richmond metro area, but then Rachel has branched out to Florida. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, wonderful. So let's walk down your career path, Kathleen, to how you got started.
Okay, it's really quite simple. I cleaned houses for a number of years by myself. I was raising a family and didn't want to get wanted the flexibility to be home with my kids and to be at their events whenever possible. So I just started cleaning houses on my own. And then about 13 years later is when I ended up starting the business. I was actually facing some health concerns. I developed some chronic illnesses, and I really didn't know what was going on. All I knew was that I was falling into these massive fatigue crashes on and off. And I just knew that it was kind of like now or never to start the business.
Right. Well, I'm glad you chose the now, and you kind of reverted back to your past experience with doing that. So that's fantastic. Now, what year was that?
I actually opened the business in September of 2016.
Okay. All right. The previous guest that we had on, which is Maria Garcia of MD Cleaning, she opened her business right during COVID, which we've actually had a lot of business women come on that did that. And despite, all of the adversity and the negativity of what COVID wrought, the pandemic wrought, a lot of people have actually worked through it and made a go of it. So how I found out about you was you were in Richmond Family Magazine, and I saw your
Oh,
ad. Yeah. So I was
wow.
like, well, I think I like the name Kathleen, and I've known some Kathys in my life that have been very nice to me. So let me call her and see if she'd like to come on the show. So I'm glad that you have. So you started in 16. Now, Rachel, you're her daughter, Rachel Fell. Were you involved from day one in the business as it started in Richmond, or did that only happen a little bit later?
Oh, I was involved before it was a business.
You
Whenever
have no choice, it sounds like.
yeah, I would
Like
definitely
it or not, you're my daughter, you're coming along.
oh, yes, I definitely would tag along and help at some jobs, and then when I was in school, I would work over the summer for extra money.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then
Excellent.
after graduation, I got into insurance a little bit, and I realized it wasn't a good fit for me, and I joined her full-time in 2018.
Okay, wonderful. Now, Kathleen, do you have other employees besides your daughter, Rachel Fell?
Yes, I believe we have about 15 employees
Oh,
right now.
that's a very large, small business. It's a large, small business. So, okay. And how many clients do you serve typically on a monthly basis?
Um, the number of jobs, we're probably just a little bit over 500 jobs a month that we do.
Wow, very good, very good. So when you first started, and I was referring earlier, I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show, but I was referring early to some research I had done online, on how to start a cleaning business. And they said that you can pretty much startup costs are kind of pretty much under $1,000, between the supplies and the insurance and all that. Does that ring true for you when back in 16, was it around 700, 800, $900 that you invested?
Um, well, you need a vacuum and you need cleaning supplies and some other cleaning equipment.
Mhm.
Initially, I was actually putting a lot of flyers in paper boxes, and we got a lot of calls that way. But although it's not been that many years, that trend has kind of gone away, and you just don't get that good of a response from doing that anymore.
Mhm.
So I would suggest anybody who wants to start a cleaning business or any business for that matter, at least start out with a Facebook page to get some traction and then maybe go with some Facebook ads. We rely heavily on Google AdWords.
And that's working well for you.
Yes.
And so that first year, what was your investment? What, like when you first started, was it minimal as far as dollars invested in the supplies and
Yeah,
everything?
it was very minimal. We did start off before I even went to Google AdWords. We started off with Home Advisor,
Mhm.
and for that first year, it worked very well for us.
That's good. And so did it kind of feed upon itself in that, their satisfied clients recommended you, and then it just became more of a word of mouth thing, or?
Yeah, we get a lot of word of mouth business, and like I said, we do rely on Google AdWords. We do, have a company that does a lot of SEO work for us right now.
Mhm. And that's search engine optimization, SEO,
Yes.
right?
Uh
Okay.
huh.
So
Yeah.
that's great. And so you said you have about 500 or so clients, give or take, on a monthly basis, and I know it can vary. So what portion of that, Rachel, is under your authority in Florida? And where are you in Florida?
We're in Pinellas County, and we have been open here since October of 21. So it's
Okay.
definitely fairly new. I have 2 employees down here with me, and we're averaging probably about 2 to 3 jobs a day down here. So we're definitely still growing.
Mhm.
We're getting a lot of leads. It's just getting some new girls in and getting everyone trained so we can pick up more momentum down here.
Mhm. Okay, excellent. So where's Pinellas County? I'm sorry, I don't know Florida as well as I
Oh,
think.
it's fine. It's near Tampa.
Tampa. Okay, so it's on the West Coast. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how did that all happen? Did Kathleen, did Rachel just say, "Hey mom, I'll keep working for you. However, I'm relocating.
Give me a beach.
Yeah, give me a beach. How did that all come about?
Quite the opposite.
Quite the
Yeah.
opposite. Okay.
Yeah, I decided to go to Florida. Rachel was doing a great job running the business up here in Richmond, and that enabled me to take off and kind of explore Florida a little bit. And I bought a house down there. And after I was there for a little bit, I realized that early retirement is not for me. I need something to do. So I wanted to open a business there. At that time, we just entered into COVID, and it wasn't the right time for me to open down there in Florida. But then, this past October, it felt like the right time. And so Rachel and I switched places. She's a little younger than me. She can more easily do the labor, and it's very helpful if you're able to do your own labor when you're opening a branch. So we ended up just switching places. So I'm here in Richmond taking care of this location, and Rachel's doing an awesome job down there in Florida.
That's nice. Well, that's a real tough assignment, Rachel. I'm really sorry for you.
I know, it's been very hard.
It's like, thank God your mom didn't want to retire to Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. I don't think so. So that's nice. I've never been to Tampa, but I've been to Naples, which is on the West Coast, as you know, and that's a beautiful city. So Kathleen, when you went to Florida and kind of explored, the cleaning business there, and then obviously said, I'm not ready for retirement and returned to Richmond. When you did that, Kathleen, and I am speaking to Kathleen Fell of Kathleen's Cleaning Service, and she's located in Richmond, and her daughter, Rachel Fell, her employee, is located in Florida. What were the differences between pricing? Was that the biggest difference that you encountered, or is there different licensing, different regulations? Tell us about that.
The pricing is actually quite similar. It's a different market down there for sure, though. You have a lot of senior citizens, and the houses are much smaller for the most part. I mean, you do have your, beachfront or near the beach houses that, could be 5,000 to 7,000 square foot. But most of the residential homes, the average size is anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 square foot.
Okay.
So just a little bit different. The houses here in Richmond, a lot of them are a lot larger than that.
Right. And I would imagine a lot of the homes in Florida are one story, one floor.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're slowly but surely getting your foot into that Pinellas County, Florida, Tampa Bay area market. And what have you taken there that you've already learned in the sense of, business savvy? What, with what you learned since 2016 here in Richmond, that you maybe, let me rephrase the question. What, in starting up in 16, fresh and new to the market, your own businesswoman, if you had made mistakes or done something differently that you wouldn't have done in the future, is there something that you said when you relocated to Florida and Rachel was there that you're like, we're not doing it this way, or we're not pricing this way, or there's absolutely no way we're going to make this mistake again? Was there anything that you learned in Richmond that you said, aha, this is going to be different in Florida?
Well, I think the difference is, moving to Florida and starting out there, we've already done this one time.
Yeah.
And when I was building in Richmond, I had no idea how to run a business, how to build a business. I didn't know anything. I just kind of jumped in with both feet and kind of figured things out as I went. I was ill and I needed to make this work, and I needed to make it work fast. And I just plowed through every obstacle. So going down to Florida, it was hugely different because, we already know how to do it. And, Rachel had been running the business in Richmond on her own for about a year or so and was doing a phenomenal job there. So to transfer her to Florida, it's kind of been, fairly easy. The biggest difficulty we've been having in Florida is the health situation. It
Okay.
seems like, at least for right now, we're having a little bit more difficult time finding help.
Right, right. So you want to expand, but you're limited to, Rachel and the other two gals that you said are current employees. So that
Yes.
limits you, even if you're getting requests, if you can't fulfill
Right.
them,
Yeah.
then you're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We currently have a job post up in Florida.
Mhm. Have you thought about possibly transferring some of your current employees there, or they're more part-time in nature and, they would not want to do that?
We actually did.
Oh,
One of the girls that is down here, she actually moved down here with me. So she is staying with me and working with me now. And when she went
okay.
on vacation one week, we actually flew one of our other girls down.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a tough gig. Hey, you have
Right.
to go to Florida this week because so-and-so's on vacation. Oh, darn.
Right.
All right, I'll force myself. That's nice. Well, good. That's really great. So let's talk about pricing if you're comfortable talking about that. The previous gal that we had on was Maria Garcia with MD Cleaning. And the way she says she prices is she never like gives rates over the phone. She just says, I'll come to your house. She assesses the house. She does a deep clean as sort of a baseline. And that's always, takes longer. So it's more expensive. And then she just does the every other week sort of maintenance. Is that a common way to price in the house cleaning market?
Yes, and we can do in-home estimates, but I'll tell you what, we've done this for a long enough time now that we pretty much know, just based on the square footage and the number of bathrooms in a home, about how much that house is going to be.
Mhm.
So what we do is we quote a range in price over the phone, but we're happy to come out and give estimates in person as well. Honestly, a lot of people in today's times, everybody's in a hurry. A lot of people are happy to accept the range in price over the phone. They just want to get the cleaning book.
Mhm.
But again, we're happy to go out in person and do an estimate in person as well.
Uh-huh. And would you say, Kathleen Fell of Kathleen's Cleaning Service, that your average customer, and I know it varies, you have seniors, you have maybe people live in apartments even, but would you say your average customer is sort of a middle class, single family home with, two kids and a dog, kind of four bedrooms, 2.5 baths, that kind of thing?
Yeah, we do work for a lot of families. We also have a lot of young professional couples, as well as the senior citizens,
Mhm.
as well as the empty nesters who, they could clean if they wanted to, but they just don't want to anymore.
Mhm. Is that you, Ron? My producer, the remarkable Ron?
Bachelor just spared all that work. We just step over it.
He just steps over it. You don't want to go in his house. If he asks you to come and do an estimate, don't do it. I shouldn't say that because I haven't been there, but I'm just teasing. Anyway, so what would you say the future holds for you two ladies? At one point, Kathleen, you were thinking about retiring to the Tampa area. You decided not to. You have expanded to 15 employees. You've got 500 clients. That's really great. What do you think the future holds for Kathleen's Cleaning Service?
Well, we would like to continue with the Richmond market for sure. And as we grow in Pinellas County in Florida, we would definitely like to expand that market. Definitely would like to go into Tampa. And I do have a son too, and maybe one day he will join the business with us.
Oh, how do you feel about that, daughter Rachel?
I'm all for it.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
fine
all right.
as long as he's not near me. He
Oh,
could be in
geez.
another market.
You go to the opposite side of the town.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting. We won't go in any deeper with that. I'm sure he's a wonderful person. Anyway, so that's cool. And Rachel, are you liking Florida enough that you think you want to stay there?
Oh, I'm moving here. I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we are so well established in Richmond, it can run itself. And Kathleen will end up coming back down here. And then we can just expand down here more. And I'm not leaving Florida.
Okay, there you go. You better make it work. You better make it work. But seriously, since the labor shortage is what's it sounds like preventing you from expanding, have you considered doing like sign-on bonuses? Is that common in the industry or not really?
Yes, we
Mhm.
have offered a sign-on bonus. We also offer gas money now per day, which is something that we typically don't include in our pay.
Yeah.
And I will say that based on our model, we take care of our girls very well. They
Mhm.
make anywhere from $19 to $26 an hour. We
Mhm.
offer free oil changes, paid holidays. We do our best to really take care of them. So I know a lot of people can look at the cleaning industry and maybe think down on those people that are cleaning the houses, but we really work for our girls. And as soon as we get some down here that are a good fit, we're going to be fine. I mean, I'm fine doing some of the cleaning. We have 3 interviews lined up tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
it. So it's
That's
going to be fun.
wonderful. That's great. Well, that sounds very promising. So last question, I'm going to start with you, Rachel. And I'm talking to Rachel Fell. She is the daughter of the owner of the business, who is Kathleen Fell. What is your sort of pet peeve when you clean your own house, Rachel, that you just have to say to yourself, I've got to have it this way? Like, what makes you the happiest when you clean your own house?
I have 2 black dogs and very light floors. So
Okay, so
it
there's
is
fur
all
everywhere.
about
Yeah.
keeping the fur off the floor because I like to walk around barefoot and it's just I don't know, it's just bad.
Okay.
But I
You have
can't
one of robot vacuums. They don't work
I
too
was
well.
just gonna
Tried that
say
with my dog, and it didn't help much.
I cannot for the life of me figure out how to even work my robot vacuum. We can run a business, but I can't turn this vacuum on.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I understand about the fur because I had a black lab and she's passed, but I mean, you could vacuum and a minute later there's like a
It's
giant
everywhere.
tuft of fur somewhere. So
Oh,
I understand that completely. And Kathleen, we're saving the
Yes.
best for last. What is your thing that when you clean your house, you just got to do?
Nothing. I have our staff come in and clean.
For you. All right.
Retirement.
What an
There-
answer.
There you go. I love it. Well, ladies, I've thoroughly enjoyed talking with you. All the best in your expansion to Florida, but don't leave Richmond on us. We need you here too. So again, we're talking to Kathleen of Kathleen's Cleaning Service and her daughter Kathleen Fell and her daughter Rachel Fell, who operates Kathleen's Cleaning Service in Pinellas County, Florida. So thank you both for coming on Richmond Business Babes. We'd love to have you back. You've been great.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for
My
having us.
pleasure. Absolutely. All the best to you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So that pretty much, we're all cleaned up here, Ron. We're
Uh-huh.
wrapping it up for the April, spring cleaning
Virtual
edition,
cleaning, yeah.
virtual cleaning edition. And we talked to Maria Garcia of MD Cleaning, and we talked to Kathleen Fell and Rachel Fell of Kathleen's Cleaning Service. So all the best to them. And if you've just tuned in and you've missed the show and you're like, darn, I would like to know how to start a cleaning business, well, you can check out our podcast because that's on richmondbusinessbabes.com, where we interview all kinds of business women in the greater Richmond metro area and beyond.
Mhm.
I am Lisa Linnell, your host, and I want to thank the remarkable Ron for
Woo-hoo.
being my producer. And we also do live stream here on WRWK 93.9 FM, The Work. That's who you're listening to. So you can always check out our Facebook page and see the live streaming of each episode.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, right. But we do have all the podcasts on the website that my daughter, Jean Linnell, created for me. Thank you, Jean.
Mhm.
And that is richmondbusinessbabes.com. And you can check out past shows. We've interviewed really a wide variety of business women. But today it was all about spring cleaning and cleaning up. So thank you again for tuning in here on WRWK 93.9 FM, The Work. And thank you, Ron.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to go back to our loop. The loop is I'm going to restart it for us, actually. But yes, thank you, Lisa. And I'll wave goodbye to your friends out there in broadcast land.